Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Why do we have an attitude here? Make a pretty picture. There it is. Copy. Paste. That's weird. Let's open the case. I need boxes. I need a box to put stuff in. What's up, Brady? Uh-oh. I think I just knocked something down. I'm going to guess this one right here on the top on the front is the hot box. Because if you look at the camera, the top camera, see that one on the top? It's a different way. So we'll start there. I'm feeling less than 100%, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm not my normal, enthusiastic, energetic self. What's up, Bob? I'm about 75%, maybe. I think I'm having a problem with my
Are you opening that one?
yeah, I'm opening that one. Yeah, but this is me we're talking about. Just getting started, Scott. Just barely set. This is me we're talking about. I know my stuff. I 100% guarantee that this is the hot box. If I am wrong, Scott will give up all of his cards in the break tonight, right, Scott? Scott will give up 100% of his cards in the break tonight. And Scott is so confident, he agrees. See that? Scott agrees. 100%. Hey, can I take my earlier surprise back? It may be the White Sox. They are awful.
Oh,
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
What's up, Henry? But hoping for a great break. Me too, Henry. That would be awesome. Here it is. 100%. Scott giving up all of his cards and hot box. No doubter. That's how confident Scott was in this box being the hot box. No doubter. What's up, Brian? My back's been bothering me. Last time my back started bothering me, I started having problems with the left side of my face, my jaw and everything else. And now that's come back and it is sore. I am sore. So, you know, I'm the hot box whisperer. If you put it on top and turn it the wrong way, you know, then I can figure it out on my own. Need some SPs, we do. We do. 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 So I hope everyone's having a good day today. It's been quiet. You know, in St. Louis we had 3 shows last weekend, and it's tax season, and all kinds of things are going on. It's just been a quiet week in the shop, you know. Yeah, she has been. So we have one of our corgis, and he is a log, and he climbing up on top of me and laying across me first thing this morning didn't help me. Big giant hunk of dog. Wonder if we'll get a thick Ian. I told Ian to go pick out a case that didn't suck, and so this is Ian's pick. We'll see how good it is, or how good it isn't, and somebody can call the shop and yell at him. So it's Good Word. What's going on today? Anybody have anything fun happening? Baseball, I was looking at the standings. There's not really any outstanding teams this year. There's not anybody really who's killing it. I mean, the Yankees are playing as they should, but the Braves aren't nobody's run. Dodgers are probably the one who looks the worst of the teams who should be absolutely killing it. But it takes a while. You get a new team together. It takes a while to get your rhythm. Uh-oh. Takes a while to get your rhythm. I think we got a relic. Dang it. You should not get relics in hot boxes. Honestly, you should not get relics in. I don't care what anybody says. I do not believe in relics in hot boxes. That you guys are going to have to move over here. We're starting off with a hot box. I like it. Am I good? Pretty good there. Did you really? Bill Mazeroski. That's awesome. Bryson Stott. Hendry. You guys need me to go over the whole list of everybody who's going to be sleeved and all that other stuff? I think we know by now. Really, at an LCS, huh? Not mine, since you won't come here. Randy. Why is Randy here? He seems to be... It just says Tampa Bay Rays. I don't see anything about him that interesting to me. Quinn Priester. Yeah, send pics. Whitey Herzog. Hey, Matos. We sent off a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to increase the volume of things that we're sending to SGC. I got so many things. Bob, remember all that football and stuff I got from you? Like 90% of it is still in boxes. It's a short print? Oh, that's right. The SPs. I forgot about those. Man, I already forgot about those. That's terrible. How embarrassing. 90% of that's still over there in boxes. But anyway, Pena. So, guys, these are whites. They're going to get sleeved, but I'm not going to top load them. That's 100% true, Bob. They're still in boxes. Still in, still all in the screw downs. Louis Tiant. That's a pretty cool one. I got to get some. But anyway, nope. I took out a lot of the bigger boys, but not all of them. And so, but I've been trying to be Dominguez. I've been trying to get more stuff out. See, this should not happen. And I sent off. Did I already tell you guys this? Did I already tell you guys? I don't think I told you this. Yeah, the way you packed them, Bob. That entire binder that had all that stuff in there is still a binder. So anyway, I don't think I told you guys this. I don't know. But anyway, I had from that, I bought this collection. It was 69s to 76s. There were 6 Dave Winfield rookies in there. I sent off the first 3, and they came back 7, 7.5, and 8.5, which is crazy. And there was a bunch of 55 doubleheaders And they came back really strong. Everything came back really good. You know. Bobby. Evan Carter. Zach Wheeler. Kyle Tucker. Well, I found the Ted Williams in the same top loader as another one. I guess they're semi-rigids. The same semi-rigid. There was a base and then you know, a common, and then the Ted Williams, and that one came back at 2.5, which is awesome. Sent off some vintage hockey. They came back big, $300 cards. That was nice. I wouldn't tell you a story more than once. Okay, good. I feel like that's wrong, but okay. Adley. Picked up a couple of nice bobbies yesterday. Owen White is out of, I don't know, 575 or 375 or 824, 375. Jim Rice. Have I ever met Pete Alonso? Once or twice. I'll tell you the stories when I feel better. My brain genuinely hurts today. And it's small to start, so you know the fact that it's in pain is really, it's really bad. Seriously, it's the whole left side of my head. So if I stroke out while we're doing this, and that'll take over and finish the break, and then call 911. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with ones. When you, let me look and see when those came in, Bob. Luis Garcia. Because they're getting ready to send me another wave of photos, it looks like. Sal Frelick, very nice. Aha! So this one was upside down. This is a color swap for Slade. Team color swap. I mean, you know. No, Henry. Henry Davis being outplayed by Joey Bart in Pittsburgh. Joey Bart got hit in the head by a home run ball while they were practicing. For a split second, they thought his career was in jeopardy. But he's playing today, 1 for 3. But he struck out with the bases loaded. I actually got to watch one at bat for Joey. Still hitting 385. Hey, Chris Stratton. Giants won after getting smoked yesterday. Something awful. But that's why you play 162 games of baseball. You don't worry about things. You're gonna lose. You're gonna get your butts kicked in there too. It's gonna happen to everybody multiple times. And we had some nasty weather roll through too. Luis Arise is an image variation. Yes, I'm keeping all the Giants and the Pirates now. But my favorite American League team was almost the Orioles. If that would have happened, I would have kept the Orioles as well. You know. Then I would have been rolling in I don't know who the hell they are. you know.
Then you'd really be rolling in orange and black.
Yeah, be rolling in the Orioles studs. Juan Soto. I was listening to this guy freaking out about the fact that Holiday is starting slow. Are you kidding me with this stuff? Good Lord. You cannot apply Riley Green out of 575. You cannot apply the laws of football and basketball to baseball. They just don't work. You cannot. Too many guys are trying to apply the laws of football and basketball to baseball. See any thickens yet? No thickens yet. They're easy to see. Over under 2.5 autos. Will we get to 3 autos? That is my question. Over under 2.5 autos. And over under one of those, so 0.5 red autos. So will we hit 3 autos? Will one of them be red? Scott's optimistic. I like it. I like your optimism, Scott. Somebody said to me, I haven't seen any Ellie De La Cruz pulled out. And I said, well, we hit an Ellie De La Cruz. I didn't see any De La Cruz pulled in Big League either. I said, well, we hit an Ellie in Big League too. I can't help it other people suck. Junior Caminero. We can't help other people suck, right? You know, what can I say? Ken Rudolph. So, oh, geez. Did you guys see up my nose? That would be embarrassing. That'd be embarrassing.
You saw a disappointment turn up.
Huh?
You got to see part of the disappointment turn up.
Disappointment? What does that mean?
The disappointment turn up.
Oh, you saw my little cover for my whatever it's called. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh, I was talking to my internet guy, and he has some pretty good ideas where breaks and things are concerned. So I think we're going to run with it. I think we're going to look at doing this on a multi-front kind of a thing. So that'll be good, Henry. It'll take a little while to get there, but we'll get there. The other thing is, well, I can't talk about the other thing right now because I don't know, so I don't want to talk about it. I'll have more information about other things that are happening after we get back from the industry conference. So next week, we're going to break Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. At least we're going to offer them up. We'll see what happens. If we sell them out, that's great. If we don't sell them out, it is what it is. And then Friday, we're not going to break, so we can get everything shipped because we leave on Saturday for the industry conference. And then we won't be back until Tuesday, so it'll be Wednesday of the following week before we get anything going. And then we've got a whole week still until oh, you know what we will have when we come back is 75 Tops Minis. 75 Tops Minis, I think, come out on the 1st. Parker Meadows. Atlanta. We have tickets to the Saturday night Braves Cleveland game, courtesy of one of the members of the Facebook group. And then it's actually Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for the industry conference. Some interesting breakout sessions, some things that we're thinking about. So it's all going to work out pretty well. I think, I don't know. Could go there and just suck. But Tops knows how to put these things in. Last year's was fun. Juan Soto, he's a Padre in this. They said it's going to be more like a business meeting. That doesn't throw me at all. But, you know, most business meetings I sleep, so whatever. And then when we get back, we'll figure out what we're going to do, if anything, with Bowman. The problem is, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm just going to say this, and I don't think anybody in this room will get mad about it. You know, people who are here watching the break now. But we are a persnickety bunch when it comes to things that are expensive. If the average Bowman break, which I believe will happen, will be somewhere in the $5,000 range, and we were at $4,000, people would still complain, and we'd still struggle to sell it out. And then I would go to half cases to try to make everybody happy to make it more affordable, and then people would complain about doing half cases. Black and white. So that's the problem with this group. So we can't be too expensive on the product, on the break, but then we have to do whole cases. So coming up with something that's going to work for us for Bowman is going to be interesting. And we'll keep working on that and try to figure it out. Because I don't believe there's a way we're going to break a jumbo case. I would be hard pressed to believe that. Again, not a complaint, just an observation. Honestly, I haven't gone over the rookie class yet. I'm supposed to be doing that, I think next week. I'm going to sit down with and go over everything. And kind of have a better idea, and then I'll drop something in the group, you know. So I mean, it is what it is for the group. Again, it's not a complaint. It's just the way that we're built, and so it's, you know, we got to find that balance. I got so many people yesterday when I asked them, what do you want to break? So many people said, oh, let's do a case of blasters and a case of hobby for big league. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I would like to do that too. I want to see it. I want to see if we get any of those whatever the boxes are called, where they're all autos and foil cards. You know, those are out there. Let's see if we hit one. And then it was like, we listed it in like 10 people, and then it was crickets. And I was like, well, that ain't gonna work. Doesn't seem to be all the people who said they wanted that buying teams. So that didn't work. And then every once in a while when those kind of things happen, I will message someone in the Facebook group that I can have these conversations with. You know, De La Cruz. And then we had some conversations. And then the Newgate day came, and you go, there it is. Adam Frazier, white. Eddie Leon. 50th anniversary. What do you do? Hey, Bob Stead, how come the Phillies suck? That's what I want to know. Why do the Phillies suck? I know why the Cardinals suck. I'm going to make some money on the Cardinals. I don't even think the Cardinals are going to get over 500. Nah, did we? Maybe, did we out of the retail? Or am I thinking in the Blasters, maybe? Bryce Harper, Angel. What's their record? They're not in first place in their division, are they? Aren't they barely over 500? That's what I want to know. Why the Phillies suck? Decent win. 12-8. They're barely over 500. They suck. You know who's better than the Phillies? The Royals. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Shameful. Roland. Oh, look at that. We got the big one. Nice. These are out of 5. Look at that big boy. 2 out of 5. Ronald Acuna. Look at that. Very nice. That pays for the Braves. Those are pretty. No one cares? Okay. No one cares. I guess I don't care either. Matt Olson, where's Raymond? He probably cares. If I send it to him. There's one. I forget there's a delay. TJ Fritos. Bob's fan fiction buddy. I'm sure there's other kind of Margaret Thatcher fiction that Bob writes, but we don't want to talk about it here. I think it probably violates some rules that we have in place on here. So we'll just call it fan fiction and move on. They are nice looking cards. I agree. 100%. Let's move another one around. I don't see any thickens yet. George Kirby. Yeah, I think I go to the chiropractor. Get a couple of bings and bangs to maybe straighten me out a little bit. Hey, John Montefiusco. Nice. The count. Are we on a 15-second delay here? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. That way when you guys get ready to drop F-bombs, you know.
The chat shouldn't be on any delay.
I'll let Floppy lay across my head. He would too, the little punk. Cal Raleigh, he's upside down for no good reason. That's a terrible card. Who are they playing against? Oh, 15 seconds on your side. Got it. So they're playing a Little League team? Yeah, anybody who's playing a Little League team should do well against them, for heaven's sakes. Luis Robert is going to get traded. Hey, look at that. Oh, look at that. Now, come on.
Is that
Look
auto?
at that.
That's cool.
That is crazy. That is awesome. Wow.
That's cool.
Come on. All right, you got to take a picture of that. Post that. That is crazy. Who has the Red Sox? Is it Buffetti? He's going to flip out a little bit if it's him.
I'm not sure who has it.
I don't know either. I think it was
Give me
Buffetti.
a second, I'll check.
I don't. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out when we're older. Let's see. Let's see. I got it right here anyway. For this break, blah 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 blah. Oh, Sean Guy. Oh no, Jason Buffetti. Yeah, Jason Buffetti. That's been an accident. All right, that's a good one. You know, Scott, I don't know that that's a bad idea. When's the last time you saw Fred Lynn in anything? Oh, look at that! It is, Scotty. We're counting that as our over because it's out of 75. Our red auto. I just like that. Come the Giants don't have anything that cool. Psst. That is an awesome card. You can just open them up and put them behind there. That way you don't have to wait for me for sorting. Oh, look at this. Dansby. Signature, missing signature. Dansby is missing the signature. I don't know why I got all excited about that. This 1975 MVP autograph edition. It's just crazy. Bryson Stott is out of 575 for Bob. Do we get to woo today? Probably blow my brain out of my head if I woo. Owen White. Hey, next week, do we want to just do some, I'm thinking doing mixers next week. What do you guys think about doing some mixers? We'll mix a little bit of this with a little bit of that. Is it? Nice. Sell one, keep one. Jason Dominguez. We'll mix a little bit of this with a little bit of that. Try to keep the break on the more affordable end. You know? I think that'll be fun. Anybody have any objection to maybe trying a few mixers? Dave LaRoche. It is more work. That is true. But at least it gives us something to, you know, mix some things up and pick some things and do some things and have some... Oh, here's another one. Is that... And what did that say? Image variation for Kyle Tucker. Is there somebody here? I think there's somebody here, huh?
I don't think so. Maybe. Want me to look?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I don't hear any gunshots, so whoever it is, they're still alive. He hasn't gone after him yet.
Sure.
I got a case of the 2022 Platinum Anniversary Light, and those always do well. We always get a lot of stuff out of those. Lots of color and stuff. Shohei. Nine out of the 10 cases of Topps Chrome Black were got broke, and then so I've only got what we have on the shelf, but I don't care. We'll mix that in too. Make it more fun that way. One mixer will lean a little bit more, maybe Heritage. One mixer will lean a little bit more, maybe Big League. I think I have some Topps Chrome Blasters. Gabriel Moreno out there. You'd also have Stadium Club Blasters out there. Stadium Club Blasters were really good. They was really good. I thought that was an autograph. I wonder how many Stadium Club Blasters I have left. Sounds like a break. Oh, you know what else we have? We have the Top Series 1 blasters that have the spring variation things. Those were fun. We only broke one, and it was pretty solid as I recall. Or did we only break one? Maybe we broke a couple. So maybe we'll break those two. We got a couple weeks. We got time. So like I said, I think we're going to try Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, since we're not going to break Friday or Saturday. Stadium Club Blasters, I'll see how many I have left, Brady. As part of a mixer, I think they'll be great. I imagine I probably have 30 or so on the shelf. We'll see. All right, I'm going to ask you guys, this is a serious question, and I genuinely mean this is a serious question. Okay? This doesn't affect any of you and what we do in any way, but I'm just asking this question. Let's say you were in my position. You were at home breaking, and then you were told you got to get the shop so you can keep doing what you're doing and have the relationship with Topps. You spent 3 years building your relationship with Topps, building the shop. You know, we do the show, we do all this other stuff. Let's say a situation came up that would allow you, and by you I mean us, to go back home and do what we were doing when we started this. After 3 years of the shop and everything we built here, SGC, the whole 9 yards, would you do it or would you keep the shop going? Oh, did we get another? No, that's not gold. Can't be. It's not. Okay, good. Out of 575. I got all excited. I'm sorry. That opportunity has not presented itself, but just, you know, is there somebody here?
Bodie?
Bodie.
I don't remember his name.
Oh, Jake?
Maybe?
Yeah. No, we wouldn't have to. We would. Nothing about our braking would change. Nothing about our braking would change. I would not do it if it was presented to me and I had to go on the Fanatics Live app. No offense to Fanatics Live app, I would not do it. But if we could maintain what we're doing now, that's the big question. I don't know. That's the question, Scott. I mean, if it came up that we could keep our allocations and go home, you know, it's a real, you know, we were just kind of talking about it. If that came up, what would we do? I don't know, but it's a hard question. Shop stress versus what you gain from the shop is a tough thing. I mean, we have the show. The show's been fantastic. The shop, you know, this week has been kind of sucky, but you go through this week where things are a little quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have the ups and the downs where the shop is concerned. You're going to have the ups and downs where the brakes are concerned. There's not a lot of new stuff, and if you break enough, people get tired of breaking the same thing over and over again. I get it. But I just think about overhead. Overhead is about $15,000 a month for us. Overhead's about $15K. And that's to pay for everything that we pay for, you know, and then on the, you know, electricity and rent and the whole 9 yards there, plus make sure that we're maintaining the shop the way that it has to be maintained. You know, doing it properly. It's about $15,000 a month, give or take. Jordan Wicks. Yeah, you might be right about that too there, Salt Hill. But, and again, no one's presented this to me, and no one said anything. But you know, it's an interesting conversation to have. What would we gain from it? Well, we would gain $15,000 a month in overhead. That's a big gain. What would I have to give up? I'd have to give up, you know, I mean, there's so many people that I've gotten to know with the shop, and they come in and they hang out all the time and they see us, and, you know, I don't think we would give up the card show. I don't think we would give up SGC, though that would be a much more complicated thing, not having a shop to work it out of. Yeah, collections. That's another thing that we'd have to give up. I mean, we could still buy at the show. You know, I wouldn't give up the monthly show. It's just too good of a show. And people around here actually appreciate having a rotating vendor show. And so it does well. But man, you know, for at home breaking, the only thing about that, Bob, is I don't care. I mean, the thing is, if we're just at home breaking, you know what I'm saying? We're just, you know, I get up and I'm in my underwear, my t-shirt. I just walk downstairs. I plop in the chair. Try not to knock over the camera so it shows that I'm in my underwear and t-shirt. Go to work. It would give me more chance. Here's the pros and cons. The cons are you have the shop and all the good things that go along with having a shop. Podcasts would be, I would be able to do those more at home. I would have more time to do podcasts at home than I ever will at the shop, because people are on me all the time when I'm here. All the time when I'm here. But, you know, but then, and there's a lot of fun, you know what it's like. Go down to your local card shop and all the things that happen with that. And I mean, it's great. But then on the other side of that is you don't have to deal with a lot of that. You don't have to deal with any of that. You're at home, you're doing your work. You know what I'm saying? You're breaking. I can explore more avenues of breaking at home than I ever will be able to with the shop. And all the overhead. All the overhead. Yeah, I could, I guess. Joe Rudy. That'd be sucky. Oh, Brady! I'd probably hug you while I'm still in my underwear and t-shirt. Maybe I'll put it on a robe or something. It's a tough conversation. It really is a difficult thing when you think about it, because what you built over 3 years, we built a lot over 3 years. We've built a lot of loyalty. You know, we built the show. And this is the show number 9, and our show is the best show in St. Louis, hands down. Ooh, hands down the best show in St. Louis, and I don't want to give that up. And then, oh, whatever, Scott, you're probably sitting there in your underwear and t-shirt right now, so don't say anything. Half this room's probably sitting there underwear and t-shirt. You are probably too, Bob. Carlos Correa out of 375. It's set for me. It's me hollering in that to give me a zip fizz. What's underwear? I mean, it really is. It really is not as cut and dried as it sounds. You know, because would I rather be honestly? Would I rather be at home? What did we have more fun at home? We did. It was more fun at home. Being at home and doing our thing at home. But then, now that we have the shop, is it that easy to walk away from? It's not that easy to walk away from. And we're having conversations about whether or not it's just time to cut bait on TCG, on Pokemon, and Star Wars and those kind of things, and just go to a smaller shop and just have the sports card part of this, to cut down on overhead. Not that any of that's an issue, because it's really not. It's just that it would be nice if it was less anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be paying $1,500 a month than $35 about is what we're paying now. It costs us about $3,500 a month in electricity, internet, phone, TV, rent for this place. And the rest of that is buying. Yep, that's the way it is in St. Peter's. The economy's strong here. Gray Kessinger. We are unaffected. Last box is about to be opened, Mojo. Ellie. We are unaffected by a lot of the things that go on in other places, economically right now. We are a little insulated, which is nice. And that means there's just, Alex Bregman, I'm getting a little not confident about this 4 auto thing. Maybe 3 though. So I don't know. Do you walk away from the shop and all the things that happen good at a shop? Fredlin's it so far, or do you go back home and just focus your attention on where you started with this thing and not worry about the other stuff? Would it be hard for me? The hardest part for me would be the collections and stuff. But could I do that still at shows? I could. We can work SGC around not having a shop, So. It's just a thought experiment right now. But then there's not, if you're at home, there's not quite the necessity you have with the shop to make sure things are always happening. You know what I'm saying? Because if things don't happen here, you're dead in the water. If we just had to slow things down a little bit at home to make them work to get caught up, it's not as big of a deal because you aren't worried about all the things you have to put out. I don't know. We do. It's filled with woodworking stuff, but we have a basement. We have a basement. That's where we worked out of last time, and we have several rooms in the basement, so it would be easy enough. And I still have the desk downstairs that I broke off of. Matter of fact, it's about the same. I think one day, if I recall right, didn't we have a day where everything went bad down here and we had to go home and break?
Yeah.
And I just went home and set up there. Matter of fact, I think we did it on the phone like we did in the good old days. In the good old days, for those of you who were not around, I used to break on my phone. Uh-oh, got another one. Hey, look at that. Woo! Oh, that hurt. I'm going to do it one more time. Woo! Brian Woo, he is a jungle? That can't be right. Image variation. I don't know why I said jungle. That would not be good. Brian Woo, image variation. Very nice. Wow, that hurt my head. I gotta not do that. What forces me up? Andy Thornton. Why aren't you filling this break, Bob? It's Heritage. I don't know. Every year we go through this with Heritage. Every year we forget out of $9.99 Kyle Gibson. We seem to forget exactly what Heritage is. And then the next year comes and we get disappointed too quickly because it was the same thing that it was the year before. But that's the reason why these brakes are not overly expensive brakes. It's because we are not expecting 6 autos, Henry Davis, per brake. We shouldn't be anyway. We should be expecting somewhere in the realm of 3 autos because that's always historically what it's been. And then hopefully we get some decent variations and things to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I will say, and this is true, and somebody was talking to me about this today, about Heritage, is they hold their value well. You know? Diluted? I don't know that it has been. I don't know that we ever averaged 4 to 6 autos per. I don't. In terms of variations. That's a good question. That's a good question. I would tell you if I could remember exactly what happened last year. I don't feel like there's less of anything. But that's an excellent question. I wish there were some statistics on that. There probably are somewhere. I know they did produce, what, 6 million less this year than they did last year of this product. I think that's pretty good. This is another team-centered product. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Acuna. Make it up. Junior Caminero. Shohei. But I mean, look at this break. We hit the Acuna out of 5. That is awesome. That is a tough hit. And then a crazy good Fred Lynn auto. You know, I mean, it's how often do we... like Series 1. What are we chasing in Series 1? We're chasing color. You know, if we get a little bit of color, we feel better about it. And if something pops out, you feel even better. But, I mean, you know. At 100, oh, Jesse's here. What's up, Jess? At $100 a box is what I think tops out at $1,200 a case. That's what our break is, $1,200. So we're breaking this at the cost of the retail cost of a case. You know what I'm saying? It's not $1,500, and we're trying to jam it up. I'm not saying we, but I'm saying in general. Now we make me zip this.
Yep.
So do I think this is it's a decent product for what it is and what we pay? I do. I do. Do I think it's an outstanding product that I embrace every year and I look forward to every year? I mean, I was looking forward to this one because I like the 75 design. Am I going to be looking forward to the 76? No. I don't like the 76 design. I don't like 77. I don't like 78. I don't like 79. I barely like 80. I think the next one that I like after this will probably be 1981. So, I mean, you know. But the rookies and things help it, and you pull things like we did today. I mean, how many of you guys have seen that Fred Lynn auto jump out like that? I haven't. Not that I've been looking, but I haven't. I didn't even know it was in here. So that's awesome to me. Yes, that's why I like 81 is the hat. I think 76, 77, 78, 79, 80 are all phoned in. They're all ugly. And then for a long time, people have been waiting for this one because people like 75. 10 cents a pack. 5 more boxes after this, guys. But I think we've been treated pretty well this year. As an overall, I think we've been treated pretty well this year with this product. I'm curious. We have one more of those, the retail reds that we're gonna break at some point. I'm curious to see what that one does. And all the retail, we hit one rookie and one Hall of Fame / veteran auto. I think that's pretty good. Who's an alum? Oh, Fred Lynn is? Nah, I don't generally complain about products. Am I sometimes disappointed by products? Yeah. It's like to me, honestly, and I mean this honestly, it's like the Topps Chrome Black. As I look at Topps Chrome Black as an overall, I think it was successful. I think that second case was a whole lot of really good stuff. Even case 1, you had Dominguez out of 50, you had Ellie out of 75, and those are pretty big hits. You know, that second case was just loaded with stuff. That third case, it was all right too. Better than the first, nowhere near the second, but I think as an overall, I think that product was successful. I think it was less than $1,800 for the break, or right thereabouts. I think that's about retail, you know, so nobody's getting jammed up for anything. What am I doing? So that's just me. I think Big League has been. I have really enjoyed Big League this year. I think I was partially disappointed about yesterday because I've enjoyed Big League. I've enjoyed it this year. Thank the Lord they didn't do opening day, but I've enjoyed Big League this year. Maybe we just have to bang out a case. And no harm if we have to bang out a case, you know what I'm saying? We got time. Will Benson. This is a good TV show. Did you guys ever watch Benson? Oh, that was a good show. It's kind of funny. I saw a few episodes back in the day. Way back in the day. I'm glad we don't have a lot of the guys who buy and cover and buy and cover and buy and cover because they're losing thousands of dollars. Felix Bautista out of 75. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was a good show. We do have a good group of regulars. Baez is a color swap. I can't remember. Color swap. I don't know the answer to that question. You know, and I think Series 2 is going to be a good product. You know, Bowman's going to have the regular crop of good rookies. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm really genuinely surprised at $500 for jumbo and $260 for hobby. We didn't sell a lot more. I'm genuinely surprised. But I mean, that's okay. That's just more things that are, you know, that we're gonna, one way or another, will get opened. Probably not all by us. Gary Sanchez, white, but it'll all get opened. You're cheap. That's okay. Nothing wrong with being cheap. Nothing wrong with being cheap. C.J. Abrams is an image variation. We'll call it frugal, Bob. We'll call it frugal. We'll say Bob is frugal. Frugal was like Google. See, I can't say Google. Frugal. I can't say that. Some words they you know. I don't think we got a relic in this one. There it is. Jose Fermin. Rookie auto, St. Louis. There you go, Bob. Is that you, Bob? Sensible. That's another good word. It's another good word for it. And there's nothing wrong with the other end. The guys who, you know, buying lots of breaks and like to chase the, you know, like to do some prospecting. Michael Naroda is a good example of that. Michael Naroda loves to go prospecting. I think that's a great way to collect too. You know, if you have the wherewithal to do it. I do a little bit of prospecting every now and then. I will put some money into guys if I feel like they're going to be something. Up to this point, I've been wrong on Joey Bart, but I have noticed that Joey Bart card prices have climbed. Base rookie auto is now $1. He'll get there. I don't know why I say anything because I'm never going to sell them, you know. Got a lot of things I am going to sell, but just not his. I mean, for heaven's sakes, I wrote a song about the dude, you know. Jesse, ever seen you guys his Taco Monty song? I don't know who this guy Monty is, but he must make some good tacos for Jesse to write a song about him. Probably not all of them. Jesus Luzardo. What does that say? Oh, he's in the throwback, huh? There you go. That's a tough one. There probably is. There probably is some guy named Taco. So this one is the. That's a difficult hit. I wish it was a different name, but Jesus Luzardo with the throwback. See, daughter has good taste. That's why. Yeah, I wish it was somebody else. Wouldn't it be nice if that was Otani for Jesse or whoever else everybody else likes? That Acuna /5 pays for the Braves. The Fred Lynn pays for the Red Sox. So I think that's the first throwback we've hit. Mason Wynn. Tanya. Our favorite auto out of this. Yeah, throwback jersey. So that's an old school Marlins jersey there. I would be happy with just one more auto. Can we secure one? Let me look at the stacks. Can we secure one more auto? Oof. Think we're in trouble, guys. I see a relic, I see a relic, and I see a relic. Do we hit a relic in this one yet? We might have a shot in this stack. We might have a shot in this stack. Maybe we'll get an auto and a relic in the same one. Emerson Hancock. I think that's happened, right? Auto and relic in the same stack, if I recall right. Kierstad. I had to have a 20-minute conversation with my web guy about how come I don't like Whatnot. He's like, dude, if you could get on Whatnot, we could help you build that into 100,000 people in no time. I'm like, I don't want to do Whatnot. I don't understand. I said, well, what they charge, and I just don't want to be lumped in with Whatnot guys. Well, they're not all bad. I said, no, they're not all bad. But, is that a, nope. I don't want to do Whatnot. Jason Dominguez. I agree with both those things. Now, if somebody else wants to break on there, let me know. If I put somebody else under our banner, I'd be okay with that. Corbin, that is also true. That is true. All that you're saying is 100% accurate. I try to get Jesse to break away from Korean Bowman, but he won't because margins are just too good. Korean Bowman margins are crazy. It helps that every card is an autograph relic, and you can buy teams at $15 a piece. Those margins. Phew. Oh, we haven't hit anything in this. Come on. Come on, auto. Tyler Soderstrom. I'll take it. 3 autos. That's all I wanted out of this. Soderstrom's not bad. Why not? Probably wouldn't hurt me to try to find a couple of local guys who want to start breaking. Hendry. I'll tell you, the hardest part about getting anybody is finding somebody you can trust. Outside of family, it's hard. Because it's easy to get burned. I hear horror stories from people all the time. One guy gave a lady $14,000, I think it was, worth of product for her to break, and she broke it all, but then the money went elsewhere. Garrett Cole. That is true, Jesse. That is true. Bob, you don't want to break. I'm talking about breakers. As a lot, I will freely and fully admit, as a lot, as a group, as a business, as people, breakers are a shady bunch. Breakers are a shady bunch. And that is just the truth. There are more shady breakers than there are honest guys out there. 100%. Tell the Mets and Yankees fans what I think? Oh, you would. You're saying, yeah. Jesse, that is probably true. Some of the breakers' wives are probably mean as well. Jesse's not a breaker. Oh, that's not true. Jesse breaks Korean Bowman, so. Gunner, it's a low number. Oh, Annette wants to know what other breakers you've been dealing with whose wives are mean. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know, I think part of the reason people get scared about that too, about this salt hill, is if you do it wrong, it's easy to easy to lose your butt. And I think there's a lot of breakers who have lost their butt, who have put so much money into it, buying it at retail and trying to jam it up when that game doesn't work anymore. Novi Marte. Nope, I'm afraid you're just gonna have to stick with this one. I hope we don't hit a big Shohei variation. He's gonna wind up with a mustache. You can't put yourself in timeout. What are you deleting your messages for? I think Jesse just admitted he buys them with a lot of other breakers in net.
That's what I heard. Somebody that draws mustaches on sugars? I would never.
Jason Dominguez. When is Dominguez coming back? Is he back yet? Either way. Come on, get lucky. Carter. Let's get lucky.
Deleted his incriminating evidence, huh?
You can go back and read it. Jordan Westberg got a 575. Still a couple months for him. I saw guys charging $199 for the Reds in this product. $199. Whatever. I can honestly say that I have not broken with anyone else in 2024. Yeah, you can call. I'll call it out. Mark Mariano over at RBI breaks. He's a con artist. Ooh, that guy jams people up. He used to break with us for a long time. He used to be in the group. And man, I see his price and I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I don't care if he knows it. I'm embarrassed when I see his prices. It is. My Lord. What are you doing to people? It's guys like that that really make everything more difficult for the honest guys, because everybody, they see that happen, they think that's everybody. But that's shameful. That's shameful. I hope he never asks me what I think about his brakes, because I will tell him the truth and he'll block me. I mean, that's shameful. Abner Uribe. I see some of these other guys, some of these bigger guys too. I get that they have bigger audiences, but man, some of the pricing. Again, I think that we're the end-all be-all for pricing? I do not. But there's always going to be variations. But the overalls, my overalls are as cheap as you're going to find. And I do honestly believe that. Other guys who break primarily basketball and football and then have a case of baseball every now and again, you know, whatever. That's just the way they do it. I give people grief all the time. I think it's fun. Kikuchi out of 575. Yep, that's the other part of that too. That's the other part of that too. Yeah, we won't even go down that path. Yeah, whatever. Mike Trout, he's a short print. De La Cruz. I'm very close to the bottom. Oh, you mean pricing? Pricing? Yeah, you're never gonna be. And who wants to be? I don't want to be at the absolute bottom of the price. I mean, good grief, margins suck for baseball. But I just want to be fair, you know. Pure staff. I just want to be fair, and I think fair. I mean, you know, the guys who are high, 100%. You know, they're in it for the money, and they could care less what happens. They could care less what happens. But I mean, but you know, people buy it. What are you gonna do? That's why my web guy, he's always like, dude, you got to get on. You got to get on. He's on Whatnot. You got to get on Whatnot. You'd make a killing. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I do think I have the right personality for it, you know, and everything that is needed to be entertaining. But then I just don't want to, you know. Guilt by association, you know. Yeah, I've seen his stuff. You know, there's some of those guys in there cheat too, because they'll have it's the overalls that you have to look at. They will take the 5. When I saw the guy had done the averages for the 5 top teams. Well, you have one bozo he was like the second cheapest, but then you look at all of his other teams, and all of his lower end teams were high. So you're faking it. You know, your numbers overall are crazy still, even if you're, I don't know. But I have seen him, and I've compared stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with it. Henry Davis. At some point, are we going to have to maybe look at everybody paying $5 a week for shipping or something? We might. We might. Some guys charge tax and everything else. I hope the state of Missouri never makes me do that. Sometimes I think it sounds like Bob, what's his butt, with the nappy hair. What's that guy's name?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, yeah. Nah, his hair's nappy. Nothing wrong with that. Some people have curly hair. All right, guys, last stack mojo. I think we're going to be stuck with 3 autos. I wanted more too. Am I unhappy? I'm not unhappy. Do I want more? I always want more. We had 3 pretty big hits, plus a lot of fill stuff. That's nice, mid-range stuff. Michael Harris is second. Junior Caminero. Henry Davis. Caminero hasn't done well for us. Colton Cowser. I honestly thought we would hit some autos of his. Jason Dominguez. Maybe we'll get something good at the industry summit that we can share. Did I pick something? Oh, Scott, I got you something. I picked you up a card yesterday. What are you trying to say? Not lame? In this product? I don't think there have been. I don't know where it's at. I'll find it. JJ Blade. Can we dry run of Scott's Freaky Friday idea? Scott, what was your Freaky Friday idea? Did we have? We did not have Hockey Card Day. We did not have Hockey Card Day. Because we had the show, and then I came back. I got a whole case of stuff sitting here. Though, those National Hockey Card Days are those packs, those boxes, when you break it down, you can get 5 packs plus the Bedard freebie that they throw in there. Hey, Marco Luciano. For like 30 bucks. For like 30 bucks. So when you break that down, that's like $600 a box. For boxes I paid $45 a piece for. Yeah, I think I'm going to go that route. So are my feelings too hurt that we weren't here for National Hockey Card Day? Not really. You should give them away. Shut up. You should go worry about you if you had to spend money on stuff. We could do that. I could do over the top on every hit. I could do over the top on every hit. But then I'd be like every single other person screaming about nothing. I mean, honestly. This guy, there was a guy I was watching. This guy, I'm telling you what, this guy. And it was like every other guy was this guy. How the hell can every other guy be this guy? One guy is this guy, right? Every other guy is not this guy. Oh, man, this guy. All right, dude. Dansby. Oh, this guy. I could do that pretty easily. If I didn't think I would get in trouble for it, and I think I would get in trouble for it, I would say how I really feel about things. Not tops, because I really honestly don't have any complaints about tops. But about the way, some of these people act, yes, I'm with you. Get some profanity-laced rap music going in the background. Why is everybody picking profanity-laced rap music? Is that all? Is that the demographic of breakers? If that is a demographic of breakers, count me out. My Lord. I'd rather put on, and I'm going to go old school on this, to be honest. I'd rather have Sinatra playing in the background. Somebody like that. I think that's a lot more fun to have in the background. Tattoo covered, don't know how to handle your cards, can't ship all the base, overpriced knuckleheads. Arise. And you know where I come from, a place? For whoever's listening right now who hasn't done it, been doing this full time for 5 years. Yes, I hate that. I hate that. Stop playing with it. Just get it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Because somewhere in there, some dude is doing that, so some other dude can switch out some packs somewhere. How often do you see that? I mean, all the time with these things. Why are the Phillies and the Reds almost the exact same color? All the time. Just do it the right way. Do it so everybody can understand what's going on and do it fair. I mean, honestly. Hey. Idiots. Idiots. Oof, man, if they had seriously, I 100% would do this. If they had a roundtable discussion about breakers and breaking with breakers, guys that are actually doing it, I would sit my butt up in there and tell everybody exactly how I feel about it. While those young kids are acting dumb, I tell them where to stuff it and how poorly they treat people. We do, Jesse, but that's part of the fun. All right, recap. Out of $9.99, Luis Arise, Dansby Swanson is a relic, J.J. Bleday, black border, Henry Davis. Kikuchi out of $5.75, Abner Uribe. I think we would sound like that if there wasn't a bunch of cheating that was always going on in breaking. But there's so much cheating that goes on. $5.75, Jordan Westberg, Adley Rutschman relic. First of 3 autos, Tyler Soderstrom, last of 3 autos. Thank you, Brady. Jesus Lizardo. This one's kind of cool because this is the our first turn back the clock. What does that say? Throwback. Our first throwback. And these are tough hits. So that's a good one. Take a picture of that. Fermin auto for the Cardinals. C.J. Abrams is an image variation. Baez is an image. Color swap. Color swap for Baez. Bautista, black chrome out of 75. Ronald Acuna. I mean, when you genuinely buy into a break and then you have to watch every little thing that happens in the break to make sure you're not being cheated, there's a problem. There's a problem. You have to watch everything the breaker is doing to make sure that you're getting all your cards. Out of $9.99, Kyle Gibson, 50th anniversary, Andre Thornton. Woo! Is an image variation. You know what I'm saying? Alex Bregman, relic. Carlos Correa out of 375. Anthony Santander, relic. I mean, guys might buy into the backyard break stuff, but I guarantee you they're sitting there watching them. And they're reviewing video. And you see people putting out videos of reviewing other people's videos. so they could try to catch him cheating. Max Fried out of 575. Gabriel Moreno, black and white. Kyle Tucker is an image variation. Roach 50th. Bryson Stott's out of 575. Dansby is missing the nickname. Look at that. That's a cool. That might be the coolest hit. Shut up, Scott. Matt Olson relic. Look at that's another cool one too. Acuna. Gold. Take a picture of that. Eddie Leon 50th. Gurriel black and white. Juan Soto is a relic. Ken Rudolph. He was actually not bad. He's a decent. For a little while, he was okay. He was a I was gonna say he was a giant. Max Fried, black. Riley Green out of 575. Luisa Rise is an image variation. Chris Stratton, black. Henry Davis out of the hot box. Slade Ciccone. What is he? Oh, he's a color swap. Owen White out of 375. And Sandy, relic. An average case. Shut up, Scott. You too, Bob. Shut the hell up, both of you. You know what? Here. This is my going away present for the weekend. Put user in timeout. 5 minutes. Bang, there's one. Where's Scott at? Put user in timeout. 5 minutes. Bang, there's two. Get out of here. Get off my lawn. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you a lot. I'm sorry I got a headache and I'm not feeling up to it tonight, or we'd be having a lot more fun. We're going to try to come back Monday and do some breaks. Hopefully my brain feels better by then. And like I said, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we're not going to have breaks Friday or Saturday. Friday we'll ship. Saturday Saturday we'll, whatever happens on Saturday. Industry conference. Jesse might show up. He may or may not show up. We'll see. Have a good rest of your weekend, except for Scott and Bob. You two need to just shut up. I'll see you later.